today's weigh-in, a little scuffle with Shannon Briggs. Between Briggs and Zelenoff, what is it with these mentally unstable people coming out?
Well, you nailed the nail on the head. They're mentally unstable, you know, and sometimes they need a nurse there to make sure they don't get out of hand and out of control, and that's my part, to make sure they don't get out of hand and out of control, and to keep everything at a minimum. You know, with Briggs, you know, he's old. He's been out, you know, many years, haven't really just been fighting nobody, but still saying he's the champ. Of course, what do you think it is? It's leading up to entertaining the people and trying to get back in and trying to get money. You know, of course, it's obvious now. People can see it, you know. Look how he tunneled and followed Klitschko all over. You know, I told him before, I said, man, dog, the people is not laughing with you. They're laughing at you. You're too old for that. That's, you know, if it works, then it may work. But what if it don't work? Then you can be the laughing stock of the world. You know, somebody that, you know, you're getting older, man. Fight your way up like you're supposed to in the division. That way nobody can deny. And I saw that. Fight your way up like you're supposed to, and then you get your title. Don't be coming out here calling all these people's out and talking about you the champ and stuff like that, you know, because no, you're not. You're not the champ. You're a former champion. You know, I got the most prestigious, most well-known belt in all of boxing, and that's the WBC, something he's never had. So being him saying he's still a champ, that's false information.
A couple of those other belts are on the line tomorrow night here in New York City, and I have to think that in addition to coming out for the Boxing Writers Awards tonight, that you're a very interested observer tomorrow night at the Garden. Talk about your thoughts on Klitschko-Jennings.
Well, you can tell by the way I'm smiling that I'm very interested in this fight. But I like this fight, you know. It's gonna be one that I'm gonna sit back and observe very well, you know. For the winner, you know, of course, I got Klitschko winning easily, of course, you know. But you got to keep in mind that boxing is it's a sport that where it's anybody can win. You know, it's one punch away, especially in the heavyweight division. No matter what, you know, Klitschko's been around for a long time. He know how to keep it distant. He know how to keep his form, and that's what he's been doing for all along. I don't care what people say about the clinching and stuff. This, you know, you find a way to win. And that's what he do. He finds the way to win, and he's the more experienced guy. And I do believe he's gonna become victorious at the end of the night because of those reasons. Now with Jennings, you know, he got a younger guy, no amateur background, no experience with the taller fighters. Now that's gonna hurt him very bad. I think having an amateur career definitely put a guy at a certain level with the amateur. It just does. It just does. Without an amateur career, then you learn on the way up. Seth Mitchell as well, you know what I mean? So, prime example. But I like Seth. Seth was a good guy, but, you know, again, with the amateur experience, it does a fighter good to have an amateur experience. So, you know, with that being said, that you know, everybody got a chance because it's boxing, but Jennings not going to win this fight. You know, fighting a taller fighter as good as Latimer, to be able to keep his distance back like that, it's going to be tough. If you look back on the Mike Perez fight, he came out very nervous due to a 6 feet or 6'1" guy. So imagine what you're going to do to a 6'6" guy that been dominating the division for over 10 years.
When I spoke to you the other month, you were talking about how your hand was healing just fine, but you were still waiting on when it was going to be ready to fight again. Correct. It's been a month, so how's your hand? And
well, good news. I got cleared on the 20th, the 20th or 21st of this month. I got cleared, and we're looking to fight, get back in there real soon. Real soon. We're looking at sometime, maybe in June sometimes. I want to stay an active champion. I promised the people once I become a champion, I want to be an active champion now, and that's what I plan on doing. I plan on getting maybe three fights out of this year. We're going to try to fit them in somewhere. You know, it all going to depends on each fight, of course. But that's my idea. I want to stay fighting. I want to keep active, and I want to keep the fans hungry. I don't want them to get full. I want them to stay hungry each and every time. So that's what we're looking at. So hopefully all things goes as planned, and God is on my side.
Just to clarify, by cleared, you mean cleared to spar?
Clear to fight.
Okay. Had you been sparring already?
I've been sparring this way. Just we got after the floor fight, I go into camp and try to find an opponent and stuff like that. We're going to go bring sparring partners down and stuff like that. So I tell people just look forward to seeing Deontay back in action.
No more.
Rumor is that maybe June 20th with Adrian Broner in Vegas. Are you hearing that? Is that one of the dates that's been floated to you?
Adrian Broner fighting who?
I don't know if they've announced the opponent yet.
Oh,
TBA.
I haven't heard about it. So I don't know.
Okay. Back to Klitschko for a moment. Obviously, again, tomorrow night you're predicting a win for him. Is it your hope that this year? I mean, do you think that fight can happen?
Well, I don't. It can happen, but it's going to take a lot of money due to a lot of mandatories is lined up, and people want that title fight shot. You know, you have to put sit aside money, and just like with me, my sit aside money price was $10 million because I wanted to fight for that title bad. That's why I worked my butt off so much to get to, and I got to that point, and I wasn't listening to nothing else. So I put it at a range where they know they weren't going to exceed too. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. Maybe in 2016, I think, you know, due to all the mandatories and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. You know, I want to be able to fight for the belt. He wants the belt. I want to be able to fight for the rest of his belts to unify the division. And it's going to be good to bring a belt back to America, man. It's going to be all the belts. We haven't had an undisputed heavyweight champion in years. So it'll be my pleasure to be the first to do so.
You know, he's been long aligned with HBO, and of course you being with Al in the PBC. Do you feel that may inhibit the possibility of that fight happening? Because, you know, he's not really working too much with HBO nowadays.
Well, you know, all things are possible. I don't feel it'll be a hindrance in that. I think all those guys will come together, and we'll go with what makes sense. That's what I feel. You know, it'll be one of the biggest heavyweight bouts in years, and who would want to miss out on that? So I think by that time, those guys iron out their differences among each other and let the fight happen. Give the people, because the people's is the important, but give the people's what they want to see. So I don't think it'll be a problem.